So, are we live? Are we live? Oh, wait, we said, oh, yeah, it says we're live. So, hello and welcome to another episode of Comment Chaos Live with me, Christian Rauchenwald. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. I just need a minute to finish a few things up. I hope you all had a great week so far and a great day ahead. And I hope the weather where you are, or where you are right now, is better than here because it's just another cloudy and depressing, drizzly day. As usual, yeah, Common Chaos Live. So we have episode number 26, and as usual, we're gonna take a look at the comments that I received from the video. So hopefully they provide you with some answers. And uh, 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 yeah, so provide you with some answers to questions that you have, and if there are some questions that are not in the comments, then or not answered through the comments of the video, just write them in the chat, and then basically I will answer them at the end of the stream. I can already take away. There are currently today not many comments, 2 to be precise, and I'm gonna check to have everything in place. Yeah, we think we have everything in place. With that, the last thing to add would be the usual disclaimer that everything that I share in this live stream / video, if you're watching it later, is obviously my personal opinion and no way financial or professional advice of any kind. You should always do your own research, consult certified professionals, draw your own conclusions, and make your own decisions. Christopher Otsuhuku, thanks for subscribing. And yeah, let's actually jump into it. So I said there are only 2 comments, so it's going to be a short stream today. First of all, is a reply to yesterday about like why a user in Pi Network is not verified yet, on the video that explains that. And it just says, okay, I already watched the video, it's really good. Yeah, and well, I can pretty much guess why I haven't been verified yet. Can say it's not frustrating though, yeah. Yeah, like, of course it's frustrating for everyone that hasn't been verified yet. So where KYC takes longer, or that has to submit the form to even get approved for KYC. But sadly, there's not much one can do about it. And Marko Miklic was high abandoned by its developer. No debit card. The value soon hit 0. No updates. Buying high with card not working. Yeah, that's not true. So like I literally have my, and not just me, but pretty much most people in the EEA, so and UK, so in the European economic area, I think it's really, have their cards. Although, like, I mean, there are bugs in the app. Like, for example, for me, it shows only gold tier, although I'm platinum tier. But and the cards are working. The cashback is working. Actually, I probably can show you guys that as well. So since the stream is anyway shorter than usual, let's like just give me a second and I can fire up some special cute piece of software. Let's view. Let's view redetect. Okay, let's see what we find here. There we go. Let's view. And then, do you work? Yep, there we go. So that's the one thing. So I have to put that here, and then here, switch to the app, and then plug that in. So, and then just 1 second, just need to update something else. Wrong thing, there, that one. Let's view, okay, and then we are currently here. Okay, and if I now push that button here, then there we go. Yeah, so as you can see, the cards are working, and card benefits, spend rewards, the cashback is also working. The cards launched in December, so you can see I got 13,000 high cashback in December, and then in January they worked for a bit, and then they didn't work for a month because of people scamming the cashback system. And so that's why there are no cashback rewards in February. And then, however, in March, I used Curve Go Back in Time. That's why the March pile is higher, and it got basically almost 35,000 high in cashback there. And then in April, 22, and in May, so far, we are at 6,000 high in cashback. So that's all working the way it should. And yeah, like the value is soon hitting 0. Yeah, like, I mean, it's 0 is a little bit impossible, but yeah, it's falling, which is a pity, and which comes down to, like, it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy at that moment. So because the value is going down, so why should people hold? Yeah. And then people get cashback, and so why should they hold it if next week that cashback is going to be worth 5%, 10% less than it is today? So they sell it, which causes again the price to go down, especially because right now still people buy in the app. So if you need high because you want to upgrade your membership tier or something, you buy it in the app, and that money goes to the team, so to the company, and does not affect the market. Yeah, which is like a really, really like a really, really kind of like stupid thing. Yeah, like it is this way right now. Yeah, so but that's why the price keeps going down, because even if you want to buy, usually, so one problem is the use case. You buy high, so okay, I want to have gold tier, whatever. I need 10,000 high. You buy it once, and then you get gold tier. You get your cards. You get interest on your staking and so on, and then you get cashback or spend rewards. It's called officially, from your spending, and then but you only buy once. You don't need to buy more high because you're on the tier you want. Yeah, maybe you don't sell your high because you are like, okay, I'm gonna accumulate to go from whatever gold to platinum or silver to gold or whatever. Yeah, but for many people, they are on the tier that they want, and they will obviously then cash out their high. Yeah, personally, for example, I hold like a shitload of high. I'm not diamond, but I hold a shitload of high, and I still every month, for example, cash out half the cashback. Yeah, so I should get 9% cashback. Over the last month or so, I've only gotten 8 because again, my gigapool staking is not counting properly towards the membership tier. But I'm honestly not gonna cry about that 1%. So basically, then I'm cashing 4% out every month. So I have something back so that I actually got something for it. Well, the other 4% I keep accumulating. Yeah. Now, if I would have less high, so if I wouldn't already have a ton of it, then I would not sell anything, to be honest. But considering that I already have a relatively big amount of high, like cashing out half makes sense, and the other half accumulates. So if the price goes down, I already got some money out of it. If the price goes up, well, then the other half can increase in value, and I'm gonna be happy about that. Yeah. But so the problem is, as said, that the supply and demand. Yeah, so we have supply. Every time somebody gets high as cashback or interest, and because the price is going down, they want to sell it, so they just create more supply because they sell it. Yeah, and the demand, well, there is demand, but it's people then signing up and buying in the app, which doesn't count. Yeah, now there is a proposal out there, which if you are active in the official high Telegram groups and so on, you'd have seen or heard about it. And that is that it will switch to spend to earn, so that the card will change. It's not finalized yet, so don't quote me on that and so on, and don't get all, oh my god, or whatever, yeah, because again, that's not finalized. It's just been discussed as an option, and that would be that the cashback rates change, so that if you pay with fiat, so if you put euro on your IBAN account and you pay with the card, that you would get, let's say, I don't know, 1.5% cashback on, I don't know, gold or platinum or whatever. Yeah. So which obviously isn't great. However, that if you pay with high, then you would get up to 12%. So instead of on diamond right now 10% cashback, you would actually, Akashi, I know you will quote me on that. Yeah. So instead of instead of 10% on diamond, you would actually on diamond get 12%. Instead of 9% on platinum, it would be 10% and so on. But the way it works would be, and I like the idea. There are a few kinks that I'm not sure how the team would work, how the team would solve that. But so the way it works would be, okay, next week I don't know, Irina and I usually, for example, spend around 400 euro per month on groceries, yeah, which we pay with the card. So I can already at the beginning of the month say, hey, we will need 400 euro on the card. So I can, at the beginning of the month, transfer 400 euro through the IBAN account. Yeah, that's not considering other expenses that we pay with the card, but just for the groceries. Yeah. And then at the beginning of the month, we would wire those 400 euro, and then I would use those 400 euro to buy high. Yeah. And then, I don't know, during the first week of the month, we usually go grocery shoppings on 1 day per week. So on that day, we go grocery shopping, and I pay our 100 euro groceries with the card. And then what happens would be that 100 euro worth of high would get sold to cover that transaction. Yeah. So, and what that would mean is like it's ingenious in one way, but obviously I get that people as usual hate change and whatever. But what that would mean is like, like if you are about to go to Starbucks, you're not gonna go to Starbucks and then transfer 10 euro to the card and then instantly pay. But you're like, okay, I want to use my card, so you would a day, a week, a couple days before already wire money to the card, and probably already before also convert it into high, especially once the decline stops. So currently, of course, why would you convert your high, your euro or British pounds into high a week before you need to pay, when you know in a week it will be worth less, yeah. But doing that. So if I say, okay, on Monday, I'm going to deposit the 400 and convert it into high, that creates, and that's the other aspect there, the buying in the app then will change that. So if you convert your euro to high, that it will not happen from the team and the supply, but actually from the open market. Yeah. So that would mean on Monday, there would be suddenly 400 euro buy volume, yeah, from me alone, with no sell volume, because I'm just so for me at least, yeah. So because I'm just converting it, so I have money in that case high on my account, and then then on whatever first day, Friday, Saturday, whichever day we go shopping, I then pay, and I pay 100 euro, which creates 100 euro sell volume. Yeah. Also for that 100 euro would get my spend rewards and high and so on. But the thing is, it would always be delayed. So like it would very often be, and you not always spend all your money. So like yes, there might be a whatever 5,000 euro purchase that you deposit the 5,000, you convert it to high, and you pay, and you spend the entire 5,000. Yeah, I get that. But very often it would be, hey, next week we need this much money. I'm going to deposit it on the card. I'm going to convert it to high, which creates buy pressure now. And then only as the week or month goes on, you slowly spend, which creates a little bit of sell pressure. But while you are spending, the next person is already funding their card for the next couple of days or the next week, which means it would suddenly create the inverse effect. Right now we have that repeating effect of going down, but then it would create that repeating effect of going up, which then would psychologically create a very, very interesting phenomenon, because it would mean you would then know, hey, shit, if I sorry. So right now you have to think, okay, if I move my 400 euro onto the card and I convert it to high, but I only need to spend it I only want to spend it next Friday. Well, then next Friday it's going to be worth not 100 but 90. Yeah. So you're going to be, should I do that? Yeah. But if that thing starts, yeah, or once that thing starts, you have the point, okay, I move 400 euro now, but if I don't if I convert them today, I get, I don't know, like 4,000 high, 40,000 high. It doesn't really matter, yeah. But if I wait till next Friday and convert it, then I will only get 38,000 high, because the price will have gone up, yeah. And it also means, okay, if I move 400 today, and I would spend it today, then I can pay for 400 euro. But if I spend it in a week, then I can pay for 425 euro, because there will be some profit, because again, there will be more buy pressure, and the sell pressure will always be smaller and delayed. Yeah. Of course, eventually you spend the money that you put on the card, but you usually will spend it in increments over time, whereas the buy pressure will always be the bigger amount at once. Yeah. So when you fund the card. And now one issue that people they have that I completely do not understand is like, so with this idea is that, oh, taxes. Yeah. I mean, of course, it's a crypto transaction. You buy high, you sell high, so therefore taxes. Yeah. But at least, again, I'm not an accountant, so it might be different in your country. But in my personal opinion, from what I'm aware of and so on, you only pay taxes on profits. Yeah. So if you, and the latest high version, at least the released Android version already, the iOS version, once it gets approved, finally includes exports. I haven't tested those exports because I'm waiting for the iOS update. Yeah. So that you can, ideally with very few steps, again, I have not tested the export yet, get a list of all your transactions that you then can import in your whatever accounting software you are using. Personally, as you guys know, I'm using Koinly. You can use the link in the description below. It's free for up to 10,000 transactions, and not the link in the description, but in the pinned chat, or just write it from the screen where you can currently see it. Yeah. And High Extra has a Koinly specific export, so transactions should be tagged properly, so that cashback and so on is marked properly as rewards and so on. Yeah. And so all it takes is once per month, or actually once per year, when you do your DAX declaration, to get the export for the previous year, import it in Koinly or whichever software you're using, and you have all the transactions in there. And then again, from what I understand, I don't know a single country where you would pay taxes on losses. You would only pay taxes on profits, yeah, which means I put 400 on the card, I buy high, but then when I spend it, I actually spend 500 euro because over time the value of high increased, yeah. And then I would have to pay whatever 25%, let's say, on the 100 euro that were profit. But it was profit. It was not. It was not some money that got stolen from me or something. Like, it actually means I still made 75 euro profit, yeah. And on top of that, I got the cash back from the card, which is then more high for me to spend. So I really don't see an issue with that, yeah. So the tax factor, I mean, maybe I'm missing something. Then somebody please explain that to me in the comments or whatever. But from what I understand, and I've looked into crypto tax law in like a bunch of different countries after Irina and I were left Ukraine and we're looking for a new home. So like we were looking for like, where do we want to go? So and anyway, yeah, so that's one thing. And the other thing, that's something I can relate to, and that is the spread. Yeah, because if we buy on the open market, or in general, even if we buy in the app, we know that when we trade, we always have a spread. So like when you want to buy one Bitcoin, the price is different than if you want to sell it. Yeah, so if you sell it or if you buy it, you pay a little more than if you were to sell it. It's like there's always a small difference. Might just be with Bitcoin, obviously, it might be in absolute fiat amount, it might be bigger. But might be 1%, might be 2%, might be somewhere in that range. Yeah? Which means if I then take 100 euro and I put it on my account and I buy high to fund the card, well, theoretically, I might only get 98 euro or 99 euro worth of high because of the spread. Yeah. And then when I then a week later go grocery shopping and I pay those 98 euro worth of high, I mean, they might be worth more at that point or worth less. Yeah. Then I'm selling high, which again has to account for spread. So which means overall I might lose, I don't know, between 1.5 and 3 or worst case 4%. Yeah. Like again, I'm not familiar with which spread will apply and so on. Yeah. By doing that, and if on the other hand, then I get 3% cash back, I'm actually looking at a theoretical loss. Yeah. I mean, of course, I would still look at the profit if high goes up in over during that time frame. Yeah. But if I fund my card now and so to in 10 minutes pay for a cappuccino or something at Starbucks, yeah, then I probably would look at a loss, which now thinking about it actually would be beneficial because it would make more reason for people to fund their card in advance, so buy now to spend in a day or 2 or 3, so that the price already went up a little bit to counter that loss from the spread. Yeah, and there are a few other solutions that are possible in my opinion. Like the team could, like we talked about yesterday in the Twitch stream with Akashi, the team could theoretically maybe say, okay, your orders, so when you exchange your fiat for high to fund your card, are not processed instantly, but they are grouped together and executed whatever, like once every hour or so. Yeah, shouldn't be every hour at the dot, because then people could time, hey, at that time there will be buy volume, so I will sell exactly 1 minute past the hour. Yeah, so that after the price went up a little. But maybe like automatically within every hour there's a random time picked and where all the buy orders are executed as once. I'm not sure if that will help to affect the spread or so. Yeah, honestly, like, I mean, I haven't built an exchange or anything in the past, so, but maybe that helps to keep the spread or cost lower for each individual or so. Yeah. And then the same with the selling. So when you then pay with the card, the highs are removed from your account and then are, instead of sold instantly, are then sold like, I don't know, like again, randomly, which however would bring a little bit of risk to the company, because if the yeah, I mean, it depends. Like if the price, so for the selling of high, if you pay for something worth $100 and then the price of high actually, so they take your high, but they don't sell them yet, and then the price of high goes down, and then they sell it in 15 minutes or in an hour, they would actually get less than $100 and would have to cover the difference. On the other hand, if the price of high is going up, well, they would get more than $100 and would even make a profit by grouping them like that. However, same but opposite thing with the funding of the card. If you say I want to exchange $100 for high, then then if they don't execute it right now, it would tell you, hey, you would get 10,000 high, 100,000 high, doesn't really matter. But if they then wait with the execution, if the price went down already, they would need to give you more high, which is, especially since they say they buy on the open market, you will not get, and they would have to compensate it somehow. And if the price goes up, no, if the price goes down, they would get more high by executing the order later in their favor. But if the price goes up, they actually would get less. So maybe that's why that solution is not viable at all, because it puts the company at risk if the price for high moves drastically. Yeah. But yeah, so please, I've completed my mainnet checklist for months now, but my Pi coins haven't been migrated. What could be the problem, please? Yeah, exactly like Akashi said. Yeah, just have to wait. There is nothing. So the migrations happen manually right now. So there are groups of migrations, and so you just have to wait. Yeah. Like there, just check my latest videos. Yeah, just take a look at the channel, go like videos, and then look at the last 5 Pi Network videos. There you'll find your answer to that question, including how to use your Pi. Anyway, so circling back to the big topic that we had from the comment here. So was high abandoned by its developers? No, it definitely was not. No debit card. That's not true. I mean, mine is working as I showed you guys in the stream, and it's working really, really well, and I enjoy using it. The value is soon to hit 0. I doubt that, but we are definitely in a downward spiral right now. So because as said, when people buy, they buy in the app. When they sell on the market. And then no updates. Yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. The updates from High, honestly, like at this point, I feel like either Sam, who is responsible for the marketing side of High, either he's completely overworked and needs help and an assistant, or he is completely wrong for his position. Like it's one of those two things, because the communication side of High, it's just like doing so little. Even when they share things, it's often only shared in their internal Telegram or in the Telegram for whatever, like buyers and whatnot. And but on the other hand, there are then things done like the oat giveaway quotes for the 2-year anniversary and so on, that are then also hardly marketed, but only there's like one post about it, and then there you go. So really, like the update part and marketing part, like could do better, which is also a problem, because High but doesn't have like big marketing, like whatever TV ads or whatnot, because they rely on word of mouth. But the problem there is, I mean, I personally love the High card and I want to make videos about it. But I cannot make a video about it when I don't know if, like, in a week, in 2 weeks, everything will change, because I know changes are coming. But even we as influencers, content creators, however you want to call it, where we have a separate Telegram chat with some of the people from High, and don't get answers there either. So updates. So I mean, we get answers, but it takes like a week, and you have to ask 2 or 3 times before somebody bothers to reply. Very often, it's very frustrating, and that's really damaging the project, because it means that it doesn't matter if it's me or if it's other people that covered High in the past. We simply cannot. Like, I mean, how am I going to make a video about a project with like, there will be changes, potential, like pretty much everything that I covered in today's video or in today's live stream, I could not put that in a video. It would be highly speculation. Here's what you need to know that maybe not will happen with High. I mean, it doesn't make sense to make a video about that. And if they would do a better job in terms of at least telling their influencers, or not their influencers, but influencers that they're in touch with and that cover the project, hey guys, okay, here's the final version for this and that, and it's going to be announced on this day, so please don't make any content before that, and it's going to be in effect on that day. If you have any question, guys, let me know. Well, then we could at least plan and say, okay, we'll already know for whatever, in 3 weeks from now, I will have the video about High, about that update, and not they suddenly announce it, but I already have other videos planned, and so it's really, the no updates part definitely thinks, the no updates part definitely is correct, and which is sad. And buying high with the card not working, yeah, that's also correct, but that's because considering the whole drama that went on in the crypto space over the last year with FTX and others going bust, the credit card processor that Hai partnered with, yeah, simply changed their terms and included crypto, excluded crypto. Yeah, so they now are looking for a different partner for that part. So yeah, that's something that's out of their hands. And yeah, but yeah. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you all were able to take something away for it. If you don't have a Hai account yet, I mean, especially if you're in Europe or in the UK, definitely check it out. Yeah, like it's ridiculously cheap right now to get your whatever 6 or 8% cashback. If you decide to sign up, then wait, I'm gonna have a link for that there. I have to check 1 second. So let's check if that's the right link. Yep, there's the link. So that's to check out High Dollar. Yeah, like personally, I said, I think it's like one of the projects with insane potential, but that's just my personal opinion. Like, really do your own research and decide for yourself if it's something you want to invest in or not. Anyway, so I said, thank you for tuning in, and have a great day, great week. And yeah, no stream tomorrow since we're already the first day. So see you all on Monday with another episode of Common Chaos Live. Till then, guys, bye bye.